know you need a social media presence for your brand, right? But once you've got those accounts set up, what the heck are you supposed to do? This is one of the biggest questions I get from my clients and my audience. How do I use social media to build my brand? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Mariah, the owner and creative director of Mariah Riona Branding, helping creative female entrepreneurs build brands with confidence and success. If that's something you're interested in, then be sure to hit the subscribe button down below and click the bell icon to make sure you're the first to be notified of when I upload new videos. In today's video, I'm sharing my 5 top tips for using social media to build your brand. So let's dive in. Tip 1, know who your ideal client is. Knowing your ideal client is a really important part of building a successful brand. So important that I work with entrepreneurs one-on-one to help them better identify and market to their ideal clients. Ideal client is a pretty popular buzzword these days, but just in case you're unfamiliar with the concept, an ideal client is your brand's dream client. It describes the best audience for your brand. It's not necessarily an actual client that you would ever encounter. Instead, it's a list of the characteristics of your brand's desired audience. And the more specific you can be, the better. You'll also need to know your ideal client so you can build a successful social media marketing strategy. The whole point should be to connect with that ideal client. So you need to know who you're talking to, otherwise you don't really know what to say. If you've ever caught yourself staring blankly at your phone wondering what the heck to post, I'm guessing you haven't gotten clear enough on your ideal client. But don't worry, you're not alone. Most entrepreneurs that I talk to think that they know who their ideal client is. But when I start to ask them questions, it becomes pretty clear to me that they haven't gotten clear enough. At best, they've got a broad, generalized idea of who they're marketing to and who their business is for. And that's why they're struggling. Ready to get clear on your ideal client so you can start posting to social media with confidence and real connection? Well, you're in luck because I've created your social brand guidebook to help you build a flawless social strategy, including figuring out who you're talking to and what to say. The best part is it's totally free, so download your copy now. I've linked it down below. Tip number 2, hang out where your ideal client is. Speaking of your ideal client, you need to figure out who they are so you can then be where they are. I'm a big believer in quality over quantity. It's one of the core beliefs of my business, and it directs the way I approach every aspect of my brand, including social media. I don't think you need to be on every single social media platform. In fact, I'd argue the opposite. Pick 1, 2, maybe 3 platforms, and then give them your full attention. That's quality over quantity. When you focus your efforts on less platforms, you can give your followers so much more, and I am all about that. So if you're only gonna be on a couple of platforms, how do you know which ones to choose? Hello, ideal client. When you're crystal clear on your ideal client, you already know where they're hanging out online. And guess what? That's where you need to be hanging out too. So grab your social brand guidebook and get to work, girl. Then figure out where they're hanging out. Is it Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, Pinterest, YouTube, Twitter? When you know your ideal client, you know the answer. Tip number 3, use your brand voice on social media. Okay, enough about your ideal client, right? Let's talk about you for a second. Why would anyone care what you have to say? Well, using social media for your brand is all about finding and growing your tribe, those diehard fans who connect with you, engage with you, and are honestly excited about what you have to say. And the best way to make that connection is by finding your authentic brand voice. Think about those posts on Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter that make you stop your scroll. In all the noise and the commotion on social media, there are those certain brands and accounts that consistently grab your attention. You actually stop to read their posts, and when you do, you feel like they're talking directly to you. That's powerful stuff, and that's what you want for your social media branding. Finding your brand voice is a journey. It's a way of expressing what your brand stands for and sharing it in an authentic and engaging way. Pro tip, write the way you speak. Your social posts should never be written like a college term paper. Boring and stuffy, right? They should read the way you speak. While writing social posts, read them out loud to see if they sound natural. If not, tweak it until it reads like you're talking to a good friend, instead of lecturing to a crowd of strangers. Tip number 4, create visual consistency across your social media. You've probably heard of the idea of creating a curated Instagram feed, which just means you're thoughtfully curating images and graphics on your feed so they create a consistent and cohesive look to represent your brand. And that's a great place to start. But in reality, all of your social media visuals across all of your social media platforms need to be on brand. That means consistently using your brand colors, fonts, and similar aesthetics in all photos and graphics. By being consistent with your visuals, you make your brand recognizable to your audience. I've actually had followers tell me that they recognize one of my posts before they ever see my account name or read the caption, because my photos and graphics always have a certain look. When your audience recognizes your visuals, they're more likely to engage with you. Tip number 5, post regularly and consistently. Speaking of consistency, you need to make sure that you are posting on social media regularly and consistently. Without a plan, most entrepreneurs post haphazardly, usually in a panic because weeks or, oh my goodness, months have gone by and they haven't posted anything, so they need to post right now. This is probably one of the most damaging things you could do for your brand. When you're only showing up sporadically and without a clear strategy behind your content, you're not giving your audience the chance to connect and build a relationship or loyalty with your brand. Worse than that, for those followers who actually are paying attention, they realize that you probably don't have your stuff together as far as social media goes. But in their minds, this will translate to every other aspect of your brand. They'll assume that you don't have your stuff together when it comes to running your business or providing services as well. That means you're losing potential clients because you've lost their trust. The key to posting regularly and consistently, and more than that, staying on brand with your posts, is having a solid strategy behind your social media. I'll actually be going into detail about building a social media strategy later in this series, so be sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out. Also, get started on that free download, Your Social Brand Guidebook, because we'll be coming back to that too. Okay, let's recap. Here are my top 5 tips to building your brand with social media. Number 1, know who your ideal client is. Number 2, hang out where that ideal client is. 3, use your brand voice on social media. 4, create visual consistency across your social media. And 5, post regularly and consistently. I hope these tips have inspired you to take a look at your own social media strategy for your brand, or lack thereof, and get ready to take it to the next level. That's what this whole series is about. Got a question or think I missed something? Let me know in a comment down below. Thanks so much for joining me today. And if you want to learn more about how to grow your social media, be sure to check out that playlist that just popped up full of all of my social media marketing tips. Also, be sure to subscribe to my channel. I post new videos each week, so hit that subscribe button and I will see you in the next video.